Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Napoleon Total, and today we are back with something different. Today we are back with an enlisted battle. This battle was actually done by the members of the Enlisted Milsim community. And for those who don't know what Milsim is, it is a military simulation that is had to feel as realistic as possible. These guys are really amazing and dedicated to what they do, and it has been my honor working with them during these past few days. In today's case we have a battle of the Bulge themed map, with the Germans attacking and the Americans defending. Of course this video has been completely made possible by the members and players of the Enlisted Milsim community, with special thanks to Mastercheeks, Taunt, and JJ72 for providing me information and the replay itself. Of course this video has also been possible through the friends at the Napoleon Total Discord, meaning if you haven't liked, subscribed or joined the Discord I highly suggest that you do, but that said let's get started with today's battle. For today's battle we have a winter assault on an American stronghold, with the American and British forces defending the town and the surrounding points. The Germans will have to have the goal of attacking the place. Unlike a regular enlisted game, the enlisted military simulator is in lone fighters mode, meaning that every person that you see is an actual player. That said, the issue is that the total number of players in total is roughly about a squad on each side. However, the map itself is heavily edited, with the ability to deploy different weapons, vehicles, and even go to different locations. Speaking about the different locations, let's move on to the map, which has multiple points. Some of the most critical points during the entire battle include the downed C-47 transport in the forest, which is named E Point. The small hamlet, made of a few wooden buildings, named the D Point. And finally the town itself, which has multiple brick buildings that is reinforced with sandbags, guns, and machine gun nest. This, depending on the location, this will be called the A Point, the B Point, and the C Point. That said, let's get started with the battle. The entire beginning part of the battle starts at E Point. Both sides deploy their own squads with armor support. The Germans even brought up a fighter. The Germans initially attempted to capture the point. However, after fierce resistance by the Americans with their armor, they were first halted and then thrown back. The fact that the location itself was very open and surrounded by a forest made the attack almost suicidal, but still the Allies pushed on. The Germans then shifted their attention to the D Point. The hamlet, although being small, was relatively well defended for its size. The Americans were first to arrive at the point, defending the place with multiple units. Unaware of this, a German motorized attack was made on the hamlet, but not only was it repulsed, but all members were lost during the attack, including the motorcycle. Then Germans decided to flank, and this was much more successful. Not only were they able to take out the enemy tank with an anti-tank weapon, but begin the difficult process of clearing the rooms. Although the German had very difficult trouble dealing with the defenders and suffered horrific casualties, they were able to eventually capture the settlement with a combination of machine guns, automatic rifles, grenades, and even tanks. They eventually were able to turn the small hamlet against the Allies and inflict heavy casualties on the Allies who were trying to retake the hamlet. The Germans made even a small counterattack to take out enemy tanks, but that was repulsed at heavy cost. With the E Point being fully controlled by the Allies and any attempt to take it being completely suicidal, and the D Point being taken by at a high cost, the Germans decided to attack the town itself. However, it was the Allies that made it there first, with British and American infantry garrisoning the town itself and preparing for an attack. However, no major attack will be made until 20 minutes later. By that point the Americans were reinforced with tanks and even more infantry. When the assault finally began, German troops first attacked the C point, which was surprising undefended. The Allies have mostly fallen back to the A point. However, it was outside the A point where the heaviest fighting began. At first the German decided to take a two-story brick building, but after realizing it was heavily garrisoned, they were forced to make slow progress. During this time they were able to destroy a British armored car. After that they continued the advance. Eventually, after taking horrendous casualties, they were able to take the point. However, the Allies then decided to retake the point. Like the Germans, they were first unable to make any progress, taking heavy casualties themselves when clearing out buildings. However, after a careful assault, they were able to retake the town. With that, the Germans were defeated, and the British and Americans celebrated their victory. Although this was a very small battle by all accounts, it did show us the brutal realities of war, especially in urban areas. That said, what do you think about this video? What do you think about enlisted milsims? If you like these types of videos, I'll do more of these milsims. That said, this is all it for the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.